Hello, hello, hello. Lisa Zimmer here today. Welcome. Check out how we're streaming today. All right. Let's check this out, see how it's working. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It is, what is today? Thursday, May 18th. My name is Lisa Zimmer. Hey, Steph. Yay. Hi, Dina. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Leah. Hi, Diane. Miss you guys. Yay. All right, so let's start with hair. For those of you that have been following the hair journey, check this out. This is like Lisa Zimmer's new 51-year-old hair coming out. As you've seen in my videos, right? My hair was straight. Had a tiny bit of like a wave. It was like this. So I still have like some weird hair that is not going kinky curly. And then everything else, I'm assuming hormone changes, menopause, kinky curly, right? So the traditional hair care that I've been using forever, the brown bottles that I bought a bazillion of, weren't providing enough moisture. And so I have transitioned to the doTERRA shampoo and conditioning bars. Shampoo and conditioner bars, love them. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. Now, if anyone has a link for a little curling iron that makes teeny tiny kinky curls so I can fix these rando straight hairs at the front of my hair that I can't get to curl, I can hit them with the curling iron and have curly hair everywhere. This is even day-old hair, and I have doTERRA's leave-in conditioner, and then I need a glaze or a mousse to like hold the curl where it's crunchy for a little bit, and then once it dries, it has these curls. And right now I'm using Innocence glaze because it's organic and clean, and we need to come up with a hair glaze recipe. I know you can add sugar and do all that stuff. So this is day old doTERRA hair. So shampoo and conditioner bars, they rock. Got some tips for you for those. Always make sure and put them in a tray that doesn't hold water, because if they sit in water, they get squishy. And then also if they sit in water, they can get moldy because there aren't a ton of preservatives in them, right? Like traditional soaps, etc. Okay, so we do need more hair stuff, Vanessa. So the root to tip serum is still in stock, I believe. I haven't ordered it in a while because I'm using some, but yep, Diane confirmed it. They still have root to tip serum, so stock up on that. That's what gives it this shine. Okay, and then smells great too and helps with hair growth. We do need hairspray. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of with sugar, but we do. So send your comments about needing a glaze, since the Healthy Hold glaze is gone, and needing a hairspray to productsupport@doterra.com. Okay, so they only know what we want if we tell them. I also loved the old shampoo and conditioner, so I was very much against trying anything new. And I'd only tried the shampoo and conditioner bars on when I traveled when they first came out. Loved it, but still had my mind set on the old shampoo and conditioner because I just had success with it. So I'm very excited the shampoo and conditioning bars are working. Plus for travel, then I can keep them in my regular bag because they're not liquid. It's amazing. Okay, let's talk some tips. We're going to get back to the ABCs We left off last week. I can't remember all the ones we did, but we did cinnamon, clove, clary sage, copaiba. Today we're going to do coriander, cypress, and Douglas fir for sure. And if we have time, we'll also do eucalyptus and or fennel. So, yay! I love seeing everybody join on here. All right. I'm looking at my face so closely today because I went through a bunch of old videos last night. I look so different. Like my face has completely changed shape and structure and my eyes, and it's fascinating. I found some before and after pictures of my body. I'm not quite brave enough to post the before and after yet. I'm a little scared. Yeah, so I'm a little scared about that. That's an interesting comment, Diane. She said customer service told her they wanted to get rid of gel-based products that would not bring healthy hold glaze back. So let's make up our own recipes. We can do this. We can do hard things. All right, so the first thing I want to start with is lemon. This is not in the alphabet, but I have a great article, some tips from a friend of mine for the importance of lemon in your water, right? The importance of lemon in your water. So why do I not promote lemon juice in your water? You can do it. It is good for you. And we'll talk about those benefits as well as the lemon oil. But keep in mind, you have to be careful. So lemon, not the oil, actual lemon squeezed in your water, is very damaging to the enamel on your teeth. It will literally eat it away. So if you're going to drink lemon in your water, please drink through a stainless steel straw so that it goes directly to the back of your throat and bypasses your teeth. And then make sure you brush your teeth thoroughly immediately after, okay? And if you're drinking Coke, I saw some in my research for this. I remember seeing photos of a woman whose teeth were completely destroyed because she used to drink Coca-Cola with lemon squeezed in it, and it literally ate her teeth. So please, 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 please. Lemon and lemon oil in your water helps reduce a fatty liver. A fatty liver is mostly caused by a processed standard American diet. It can be reversed. Lemon water helps this by flushing toxins. All right. So what are some other things we can do to support our liver? Use your Zimmer Love Your Liver recipe. Just type liver in the search bar of this group, right? The key ingredient is zendocrine, okay, which is for detoxification and liver support. Okay. Fatty liver is one that we've had lots of success in supporting the liver in my team. Lemon in your water reduces cholesterol. Cholesterol isn't as bad as they make it out to be and can be increased because of sluggish digestion and sludgy bile. Lemon helps thin out bile and increase digestion. Weight management. It indirectly helps you lose weight by lowering blood sugar and insulin resistance. Kidney stones. Lemon oil breaks down and flushes out toxins and or oxalates. All right. So drink your lemon in your water on a regular basis. With the lemon juice, vitamin C. One lemon provides almost half your daily vitamin C needs. Vitamin C increases the immune system, prevents bleeding gums, prevents spider veins, helps form collagen, and so much more. That's the actual lemon juice. And of course, lemon have phytonutrients that are antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. So lemon, lemon, lemon all the time, right? It's an easy way to bring huge health benefits. When you're buying the fruit, make sure you grab organic and squeeze it into warm water for extra points. Add a couple shakes of pink Himalayan salt or Redmond's real salt for minerals. If you don't have either of those, we can post links for them, okay? So lemon, lemon, lemon. I am really on the detox bandwagon because I started feeling some detoxing side effects with MetaPower because I was loving so much. I was taking 2 packets. And I learned recently that MetaPower is detoxifying, like a cleanse when you first start if your body's not clean. Well, I've been consuming alcohol. I didn't drink for 15 years. I've been consuming alcohol on 1, maybe 2 nights a week. Not a lot, but again, that is just something else to burden my liver. It has more work to do, right? I've been eating out more with travel, and so I've been eating foods, sugars, etc., that aren't at the top of my list. Right? I've been stressed. I've not been sleeping well with hot flashes, but that's improving. Right? So you have got to make sure that you are constantly keeping your liver clear. Right? Traditional medicine, they're going to say, oh, we have natural detoxification pathways, blah, 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 blah. That's not the problem. They're not functioning properly for most of us, leading to all of these health issues because we're overburdening. Okay. We are overburdening these filtering organs, period. Someone just asked about respiratory support, and exactly, respiratory issues. I had asthma for 40 years. I no longer have asthma because I have stopped overburdening my detoxification pathways, one of them being respiratory, right? I still have liver. I've always had liver. There's also some family history of liver issues, right? So I probably will always need to do that. But respiratory support, I used Breathe oil, and a key is Lifelong Vitality Pack supplement, PB Assist probiotics, and Terrazyme digestive enzyme. All right. Those are a must, right? And then eucalyptus, cardamom, Breathe. One of them is always in my diffuser, more recently, Siberian fir. Okay. You want your trees. Get your trees and your herb ones. Breathe, eucalyptus, cardamom, Siberian fir. Okay. A great topical roller, but you cannot go out in the sun. Siberian fir, lime, Breathe. 10 drops each in a 10 milliliter roller, roll the chest. Okay, respiratory support. Lime is very photosensitive, and Breathe also has lime in it as well. Okay, so respiratory. Oh, Arex, Dina, genius. I forgot about Arex. I should read about that later today. Okay, so I want to hop on over to my book. This is what I'm reading from today. Okay, so let's talk about coriander because I never use coriander. So let's talk about it. It is a greatly underutilized oil. I saw a great article from Scott Johnson. We love to follow him. And coriander is great for the skin. Add it to your hydrating cream. Add it to your daily skin routine. Or I'm always changing up the oils on my skin. Papaya for producing collagen, lutein, frankincense, tea tree, lavender, magnolia, rose, neroli, immortelle, frankincense. I'm always changing it up. Keep my skin guessing, and this is the best skin I've had of my life. Let's talk about coriander, emotional benefits. Coriander is the oil of integrity, specifically integrity with oneself. The person in need of coriander oil may be trapped in a cycle of serving, I need coriander, of serving others while neglecting their own needs. It's just a genetic defect that I have. They may also have a strong desire to do what is right or correct. Wow, that's me too. Often the mind's perspective of the right way is too limited when seen only from one perspective. Coriander reminds individuals that there's more than one way to do something, and that Fitting in often requires betraying the true self. Love this. Let's snort some coriander. All right, so I haven't even read to you the ways to use it yet, but you can always, any oil, open it, inhale through your nose. Doesn't matter what it is, right? Now, this is not a hot oil. So I put a couple drops in my hands, rub my hands together. Wow, coriander smells good. Why don't I use it? Going to be using it. I'm just going to set it on the counter. I'm a visual person, so I need visual reminders for my oils all the time, right? Coriander smells so good. Diana, you are so smart. Tell me what magic you know about coriander, right? Right, Donna? Sign us up for coriander. Let me get back to where I was. Coriander moves the individual from doing things for the acceptance of others to honoring and living from the true self. All right, this is going with me everywhere. This is ridiculous. This is screaming in my name. There is many ways of being as there are people in the world. Each soul must learn its own way of living and being. I've been struggling with that lately because now that I don't have this like perfect princess fairy tale life that I thought I had, which turned out to be somewhat of an illusion, right? I've come to this new place, discovered different kinds of people, discovered new things to do with my life, new purpose, new things that light me up, which is meeting all kinds of different people from different countries and places. I'm going to different places. And just instead of living vicariously through watching all of those things on TV, I'm now doing all those things in real life, right? And it's lighting me up. But I don't want a traditional, like, storybook, fairy tale type life moving forward. I want to travel. I want to not get married. I want to see the world and experience things and live, right? But then there's this practical side of me that's like, oh, well, I need to this and I need to that and I need to that. And it is suffocating me. And I'm working on, because of how I was, brought up very traditionally, I'm working on how I can have the life that I want and still fulfill my needs and be the best mom that I can be. And so there's so much emotional struggle with that. So this coriander sounds amazing. Coriander gives courage to step out of the box and risk being who one really is. I just said all that right before I read it. Okay, coriander teaches that each individual is a gift to the world with something unique, which no one else has to offer. Only you can express your uniqueness. Integrity with oneself means living in connection with what one spirit urges and directs. Coriander helps individuals live from the true self. Right? Negative emotions, it helps you from feeling controlled by others, helps you with self-betrayal, drudgery, and feeling the need to always conform. They're going to sell a lot of coriander after today's video, I have a feeling. Put it on your wish list, folks. Positive properties, it helps you feel true to yourself, give you inner guidance, integrity, and help you to embrace your uniqueness. Companion oils, Roman chamomile, ginger, and kumquat. That just means it blends well with them. Suggested uses, inhale from the bottle, put it on your hands, rub and inhale, put in a diffuser. I'm going to start diffusing it around the clock. Topically, apply 1 to 3 drops over the solar plexus or on the bottoms of the feet. Because remember, this is also great for digestive support. Okay. Take 1 to 2 drops under the tongue or in a capsule. I haven't done that, so I will try that. So I'm very excited about coriander today. And this is why I read from my books live and on camera. So it's not pre-planned, it's not canned. So I can be just as surprised and excited as you about these oils and their benefits. Right, coriander, the physical benefits, right? Helps with anything digestive, maintain healthy blood sugars, anything skin related. It helps with joint pain or injuries and cartilage support. Neuropathy, you can apply it to the bottoms of the feet or take it in a capsule. loss of appetite, body odor. Take it in a capsule, apply it diluted under arms. I'm transitioning to doTERRA's natural deodorant, the Douglas fir and orange, because it's for sensitive skin. I can't use natural deodorants with baking soda. There's a detox period. So I'm using doTERRA's mud mask on my pits as well to help detox my pits. But I'm also going to add coriander now to that. If you have low energy or nervous exhaustion, you feel uptight, irritable, fearful. All right. And anything for immunity. Coriander is great for anything immunity related. Coriander comes from the seeds of the same plant as the cilantro herb. Cilantro oil comes from the leaves. I did not know that either. Amazing. But well, I'm very excited about coriander because this is probably the same bottle I've had for 9 years. In fact, it expires this year. So I probably haven't had it 9 years. I don't know how long I've had it, but that is definitely one I've had for a long time. All right, next is Cypress. We talked about Cypress the other day. Cypress is great for bladder control. Apply it topically to the abdomen every morning, every night. It's great for varicose veins. It's great for water retention. I've been dabbing it under my eyes in the morning. I'm waking up with puffy eyes for some reason. So there's something in the air around here that is causing eye irritation. Jackson woke up with Maddie eyes this morning. I woke up with Maddie eyes this morning. At Pilates yesterday, everyone was complaining about the ridiculously bad allergies. Well, thanks to doTERRA, I don't have that anymore. But the Maddie eyes must be my body reacting like mildly. When I say allergies, I could not have the windows open in Illinois, spring, summer, and fall. I was so allergic to everything. I would have rashes all over my eyelids, my neck, my face, my arms, my legs. Couldn't breathe. My lips would swell. Like my eyes would swell shut. I was so allergic to everything. Right. Cypress is incredible. All right. It is great for, this is Cypress now, restless leg, poor circulation and cold extremities, poor urine flow, and water retention, bedwetting, incontinence. We talked about that. Now remember, MetaPower Advantage Collagen also helps women strengthen soft tissues like the bladder. Okay. Cypress, we already talked about this, varicose veins, nosebleeds, brain support. For something like stroke or concussion. So very supportive for the brain, Cypress. Cellulite, which it's in our cellulite spray with doTERRA's MetaPower, grapefruit, Cypress. I think those are the 3 key ingredients. With coconut oil, spray that anywhere you have cellulite and massage that in. If you have a lack of perspiration, Cypress will help you sweat. Anything respiratory. Oh, so add Cypress. Whoever was asking about oils for respiratory support, add Cypress to that list. I did not know that. Apply over the lung area, followed by a warm compress, and apply to the bottoms of the feet and diffuse. Cypress is great for prostate support, pancreas support, and ovarian support, liver support, gallbladder support. It's great for monthly issues for women. Apply it topically to the abdomen. It's great for weak connective tissue and joint stiffness. And Cypress is also great for low energy. All right, let's hop on over to the emotional health benefits for Cypress. Make sure you're sharing in the comments. Applying Cypress in front of the ears to get lymphatic drainage of the face. I knew you would have some awesomeness, Diana. All right. A lot of people are waking up with puffy eyes. Grab your Cypress. Grab your Cypress. All right. So this is why we do this. A lot of people saying, I didn't know that, right? Our biggest thing that I'm obsessed with right now is weight management and maintaining the healthy weight that I've achieved, water retention, and cellulite and loose skin. So I'm constantly following those. So the number one thing you can do for that is doTERRA MetaPower collagen. It's called doTERRA MetaPower Advantage. It's collagen plus NMN. No, it's not like any other collagen, so I don't want to hear about it. Like, just doesn't. It is the gave me the energy, muscle and joint issues that came with menopause have dissipated. Focus, so much focus. My skin is looking better and brighter. I think you can even tell on camera today. My skin is looking clearer, better, and brighter. My hair. What else? Mental health, positivity, and my belly. My belly is just flatter. And you already know I was working out prior, and that stubborn, we used to call it poochie, that I've always had, no matter what size, is flattening out. MetaPower Advantage, right? So MetaPower. It's also helping with bladder leakage from having a giant baby almost 19 years ago. Okay. When I laugh, when I jump, etc. Okay. So MetaPower Advantage. What is it called again, Lisa? The collagen. Amy, it is MetaPower Advantage. When the picture comes up, it's a box and a little packet, and I drink it in my water every day. It is incredibly healing. My eyes have been messed up, as you know, for my cataract surgery for a couple of years now, and it has helped tremendously with eye pain and repairing the eye tissues. Incredible. But the biggest thing for me that I saw with how hard I've worked to achieve this new body is increased and improved results with skin tightening and the loss of the belly fat and hips. I'm so stinking excited. Okay. All right. Back to Cypress. Cypress emotionally is the oil for motion and flow. This powerful oil creates energetic flow and emotional catharsis. Stagnant energies are brought into motion through the fluid energy of this oil. Cypress works in the heart and mind, creating flexibility. It teaches the soul how to let go of the past by moving with the flow of life. Oh my goodness, right? Every week I get these amazing tips about these oils, and 2 oils I don't use enough. This oil is specifically indicated for individuals who are mentally or emotionally stuck, stiff, rigid, tense, overstriving, or have perfectionist tendencies. These are going on the bathroom counter. So what's the easiest way for me to use these right now, just out of nowhere? I'm gonna keep them on the bathroom counter, right? I've had Cypress on the bathroom counter, and I literally was just putting some on my belly and dabbing it under my eyes. And that was for retaining water, and because I've been eating out too much, and eyes coming down, and I knew it would just help with bladder support as well, right? Just putting them both on the counter for right now. I'm going to research recipes for, did coriander help with cellulite? No, that was it. All right, I'm just looking quick, right? But what I can do just right off the bat, 20 drops Cypress, 20 drops coriander, and a 10 milliliter roller topped with fractionated coconut oil, roll my abdomen and bottoms of feet every day, right? Get them in that routine. So, yep, dilute. All right, this oil specifically for overstrivers, emotionally stuck, perfectionist tendencies. Cindy Jo says, Cypress is my love. It never lets me down. This hard driving stems from fear and the need to control. I feel like this book is turning into an Apple product where it's listening to me and then giving me exactly what I ask for. It's for individuals who try to force things in life rather than allowing them to unfold naturally. Cypress encourages individuals to cast aside their worries and let go of control so they can enjoy the thrill that comes from being alive. It invites you to step out of the way and allow life to flow freely or without compulsion. coriander and cypress are going to be a regular part of my daily routine, whether it's in my diffuser or in a roller. Cypress shows how to have perfect trust in the flow of life. Negative emotions, Cypress helps you with the need to control, feeling fearful, being a perfectionist, rigid, stuck, or feeling tense. Right? I think we all need to soak in Cypress, don't we? And it's a very affordable oil. In fact, you probably, if you've been with us anytime at all, probably already have it in your oil collection because we got a free with a BOGO a couple of years ago or a year ago. So I have like 5 of them. And I simply wasn't using it enough. All right, positive properties helps you to be more flexible, trusting, flowing with life, and adaptable. Okay, so why was it so important for me to put those oils in my hand and smell that? I am already emotionally feeling a huge shift. So that is probably the coriander because of the amount of time that has lapsed. It's been 5-10 minutes since I did it with coriander. So I want to go back to coriander for my emotional benefits. The negative emotions, feeling controlled by others, self-betrayal, drudgery, conforming, positive properties, feeling true to self, inner guidance, integrity, and unique. The coriander is making me feel calm, clear, and flowing with life, which is also similar description for cypress. So it could even be the cypress. So what's happened, right? Put the oils on my hand, soaks into your skin in 20 seconds, goes throughout your entire bloodstream in 20 minutes. Through my nose, it's so much faster for the emotional health benefits because I inhaled it. Those natural, healthy chemical constituents are being inhaled through the nose, through the olfactory bulb, and having a reaction in the limbic system of my brain, a positive, healthy, natural reaction, right? And it is that quick. Susan uses cypress on her thighs to reduce the appearance of cellulite. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So let's talk about suggested uses. Inhale from the bottle, diffuse, put in your hands, rub and inhale, right? Companion oils, wintergreen, cilantro, thyme, aroma touch, hinoki. I am leaning towards a blend. Let's see what coriander blends well with. A nightly blend of coriander, cypress, thyme oil, because thyme is great for hormones, and so is oregano. And I've also been reading that I should be using Roman chamomile and ginger. So I'm going to make a roller, coriander, cypress, thyme, oregano, Roman chamomile, and ginger, 10 drops each, topped off with fractionated coconut oil in a 10 milliliter roller, and roll the bottoms of my feet every night at bedtime at the very minimum. And then I'm going to keep coriander and cypress on my bathroom counter next to my sink until it starts to sink in that these are oils that need to be a part of my everyday routine. Okay. All right. Next, we have Douglas fir. Well, I'm obsessed with Douglas fir. It's in my diffuser right now, and it is wild orange, Douglas fir, and cheer, equal parts. I had about 5 milliliters left in a bottle of wild orange. So I popped off the stopper top in my wild orange. I popped off this, and I added a whole bottle of Douglas fir to it and a whole bottle of cheer, and I put the stopper top back on. I shake it and put that in my diffuser. I also have a roller. I might have 20 drops of each, but you could probably get away with 10. Douglas fir, cheer, and wild orange in the roller topped with coconut oil. That's in my purse. I roll my wrist. I'm pretty sure it's 20 in mine. Roll my wrists, rub together, inhale, and then dab it behind my ears. Juicy fruit. It's amazing. But let's learn what else Douglas fir is for. Okay. Generational wisdom. We'll go straight to the emotional health benefits. Douglas fir and white fir. We had white fir many years ago, and we transitioned to Siberian fir because of a number of other benefits. And Siberian fir is ingestible, whereas white fir was not. So Douglas fir and white fir share many similar qualities. However, Douglas fir lives a longer life and would be considered the older and wiser of the two trees. They both address generational issues by inviting you to break free from destructive traditions passed down through family. It assists you to live according to your own conscience and values by letting go of harmful patterns. It teaches that each generation can be a gift of new life, new growth, and new beginnings. Similarly, Douglas fir can also assist with increasing the bond within one's family. It encourages healthy family dynamics where people and meaningful relationships are valued over blind loyalty to tradition. Douglas fir teaches you to learn from and value others' experiences, especially one's family and ancestors. It encourages respect for one's elders and ancestral heritage. Douglas fir reminds individuals that valuable wisdom can be obtained by learning from the past, especially from individuals who are older, wiser, and more experienced, right? Negative emotions, those generational patterns, and burdened by family issues. Positive properties, generational healing, respect for elders, wisdom, and learning from the past. Blends well with Siberian fir and petitgrain. Douglas fir just smells like juicy fruit. I stinking love this stuff and love diffusing it. I was diffusing it by itself before I discovered the wild orange cheer and Douglas fir blend. Funny, I felt my airways opening in my nose. I didn't even know they were closed a little bit as I was inhaling it. It's another reason I love inhaling these oils through the nose for the sinus and respiratory support. Christine uses lemongrass and cypress in her lotion for bulging varicose veins. It helps with the discomfort and is helping the reduction of the veins. Love it! Yay, Christine! Those are the testimonials we want to hear. Yay! Okay. Let me pull these up so everybody remembers what we've been talking about. So we've covered coriander, cypress. We just did emotional health benefits of Douglas fir, and now I'm going to talk about the physical health benefits. We're revisiting our ABCs of oils. Last week I did cinnamon bark, clary sage, clove bud, copaiba, and citronella. Okay, today so far, coriander, cypress, and Douglas fir. It's 2:45. We'll wrap up here in a minute. Right, physical benefits of Douglas fir. Right. Let's hop on over here. Reading from my books. Douglas fir. Mental fog and low energy. Douglas fir. That's why I've been getting so much done. Douglas fir, cheer, and wild orange in my diffuser every day lately around the clock in the kitchen where we work. Congestion and sinus, sad feelings, head and neck tension, respiratory support, muscle and joint support, digestive support. I did not know that. Skin irritations and cuts, cellulite and skin cleansing. So cellulite, Douglas fir. Writing these down. MetaPower blend, grapefruit. I'm going to look in the front of my book under cellulite. I'm obsessed with that topic. Eucalyptus, which I was going to talk about next, but I want to save that for next week. Right. Cellulite, eucalyptus, grapefruit, MetaPower, spikenard, lemongrass, and Douglas fir. Right, I'm writing these down. Eucalyptus, grapefruit, MetaPower. Now remember, spikenard smells pretty gross. So I'm going to test out this recipe for you first with the spikenard and see how it goes. So I'm going to make a spray. I'm going to start with a small one, just in case I hate the smell. And I will do a doTERRA 1-ounce sprayer, and I will do 10 drops of each topped with fractionated coconut oil. I will do eucalyptus, grapefruit, MetaPower, spikenard, lemongrass, and Douglas fir. Yep. All right. I will spray that definitely at bedtime, and try to do it when I get out of the shower and massage it in and let it dry, right? And then get dressed. Karen uses cypress, frankincense, black pepper, and cinnamon bark, 7 drops each for her fibromyalgia and neuropathy. I'm glad that is great, healthy, inflammatory support for you. Susan loves dry brushing with cypress. All right, so I'm going to work on this cellulite spray recipe, and I will share with you how I like it with a spikenard. I think there's going to be enough other oils in there to help. But if I don't love the scent, I will just add more of the scents that I love, like the Meta Power and the Douglas Fir. Okay, because they have that fruity scent, which I really, really love. Now remember, with the grapefruit in there and Meta Power, that I will not go out in the sun once I spray this, right? Because citrus oils are photosensitive. All right, love it, love it, love it. A couple more tips. We finished with Douglas Fir. We did physical benefits and emotional health benefits. Little tip. I already gave you my tip on popping the orifice out and refilling your doTERRA 15 milliliter oil bottles to make diffuser blends. Already given you my tip repeatedly on using doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil bottles. Once they're empty, clean them out, use the doTERRA pump, and if there's a diffuser blend or something that you apply topically in bulk, use that. It's like a 3.8 ounces. Okay, so that is fantastic. And here's another tip, right? I needed to make a bottle of turmeric capsules for my mom while she was here. And I just took any of the Pop the Top supplements, Copaiba, which other ones have the Pop Top now. I love it, right? I peeled off the label and I used doTERRA lemon oil to get the sticky stuff off, and I recycle these bottles. I don't throw these away. I recycle them. You'll also notice that doTERRA's soft gels all look different. Even they might be a little different in shape if the color of the oil or the soft gel looks the same as others. And so I'm assuming that's intentional, but I can pretty much now tell the difference between almost every soft gel. So I can put all my supplements in one bottle and throw it in my bag for a getaway, right? Because I know what everything is. Another tip, some of these beard oils that I got, no, I don't have any men around the house with beards or anyone using these. I use them. I put this beard oil, it was a holiday item, on the bottoms of my feet. I also use it for the ends of my hair sometimes, and on my body after my bath. I also pump this into Epsom salts and put it in my bath. But this one's almost empty. So what will I do? I'll peel off the label. I will use lemon oil, get the sticky stuff off, and then I will make a new body oil. Ooh, if I like the cellulite spray, I will make a new pump of the cellulite blend with coconut oil to massage in, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, I might do that anyway because I don't like spraying coconut oil based sprays in my bathroom because it gets all over everywhere. So I'm changing my mind on that. I'm going to do 10 drops of each of those oils we talked about, maybe more. 20 drops of the eucalyptus, Douglas Fir, Meta Power, grapefruit, lemongrass, spikenard in here, topped off with fractionated coconut oil. I will pump and I will massage on manually versus the spray, right? Denise, if you need any beard oils, I do have some extras. I'm not sure which scent. If you're interested, you can PM me because they are not available otherwise, right? If anyone needs the beard oils, it'll be first come, first serve. You can PM me. Okay, everybody, that was awesome. I hope you enjoyed learning about coriander, cypress, and Douglas fir in detail today, and coming up with the cellulite recipe with me. Make sure you read the comments. That's where the magic is. That's where the gold is. If you want to know why my skin and face are so bright and my hair is so healthy, rewatch the beginning of the video, but I'll give you the #1 tip, doTERRA Meta Power Advantage plus NMN. I went through and did a budget this last 2 weeks and eliminated an insane amount of expenditures that were not necessary. And I'm very excited about it because I wanted to make sure that my budget was freed up for my MetaPower, maintaining taking lifelong vitality pack supplements every single day, because those are the top 2 products I will not go without. doTERRA's lifelong vitality pack supplements, MetaPower. The next, Terrazyme, PB Assist, and the white Zendocrine complex. Copaiba soft gels, which you can still get free this month with a 200 PV order. Serenity soft gels and On Guard soft gels. When it comes to supplements, I am a big fan of the supplements. So at night, I take 3 to 4 Terrazyme, 1 PB Assist, 2 On Guard soft gels, 2 Copaiba soft gels, and 2 Serenity soft gels. During the day, I take my Advantage, the MetaPower plus NMN. I take it early in the morning. I also take my Lifelong Vitality Pack. I don't take either of them after 2 or 3 o'clock. Otherwise, I'm in trouble and will stay awake all night. And so Lifelong Vitality Pack during the day, 3 more Terrazyme on an empty stomach when I wake up, and Zendocrine White Bottle Complex, right? Those are the must-haves. The top 2, Lifelong Vitality Pack, doTERRA MetaPower Advantage, right? Non-negotiables to maintain this health, the respiratory support, the sinus support. I do not want to go back to 13 non-toxic options for breathing through my nose and my chest. I was a mouth breather. I never breathed through my nose until about 6 months after getting doTERRA. I slept with my mouth closed for the first time ever in my entire life. You're supposed to sleep with your mouth closed. All right. Check it out, everybody. Someone mentioned something about snoring. Breathe oil and thyme oil massaged on the bottom of the big toes and in the diffuser. Maybe you just saved your marriage. Yay. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Grab your Coriander, Cypress, and Douglas fir and get those babies going. All right. I'll see you next week. Happy oiling. Bye.